Chloe's. I remember the title. I got the title at Chloe's Day. Chloe got to come over. She was just a great guest and a good friend of mine. Oh, and yes. I enjoyed getting to
She
hear.
was a great guest. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I enjoyed her, and she talked about her boyfriend and things that was going on in her life, and I was just so excited about that.
Oh my goodness, I have a job interview with her in a couple days.
Oh, that's what's up. Chloe's Date was episode 9.
Episode 9. I said 8 or 10. Everything but the right one.
You did say 8 or 10. Left 9 completely out. I gotta say, Baby Boy was my premiere episode when Alden was getting ready to get and Alice is hilarious. And no, people don't know who Al is. Al is my oldest son, and his wife Laura came over and did an episode with us, and it was my favorite, favorite episode. I guess.
You know, something that I guess just for us in our experience working with this podcast that I've noticed is it doesn't really get easier. Like they tell you it does.
It does not.
Like in our case, there's just whenever we got one problem fixed, there's another problem.
Yes, because we are still trying to learn how to put my music tracks in.
Yeah,
and we have not. And now we're getting ready to go. How you say it, Peanut? Motorization.
Oh yes, we're trying to get monetized.
Monetized. Thank you. Cause so we can make a little bit of coin.
Can I make 50 cents off an episode?
Can I make 50 cents? I'll take our $50. However you do this.
I mean, yeah, either or.
However you do this, we're not going to turn out no coins.
8 or 10, 50 cents.
We don't turn no coins down. I don't see no reason not to. Mm-hmm. And plus, we have stuff like that we don't even use. Like we have sound effects. I have a condenser that I'm still learning how to use. I have great microphones now. We got them, but like you're right. So we get one problem fixed,
something else. But I do think that's not only a part of the fun, but that's what keeps it fresh. That's what keeps it interesting because we are learning this. We're learning to do this as you're listening to us learn.
Literally, sorry, like I told you, it's hilarious because a lot of times you don't realize that. I'd be like, "Peanut, I can't get this work." You're like, "Get on YouTube."
Right. So
thank you, YouTube, because I didn't realize I had to go YouTube page. Like I said, I don't know, it was episode like 5 or 6 when I was like, hey, you got a YouTube page. No, I don't. Yes, I do. A whole YouTube page, which we need to start working with. And
right. Around episode 1, you realize, oof, well, this could be fun. Around episode 4 or 5, you realize, oh, now I have I have a YouTube. 6 and 7, you realize I got to get social medias. You make your Twitter. Then passwords shut off and you get locked out of everything. You get back into your Facebook account around episode 9 and 10. Then episode 11 and 12, you run out of content and you don't have a guest. Then episode 13.
No, we had a guest. No shows. No shows. Oh my God, that hurts my feelings.
And now we're dealing with
now we got a slew of guests.
No, we got a down laptop. A laptop just going down. We can't get our mics to work. If it's not one thing, it is honestly another.
I know, and like I said, I whatever little bit of money I put into my podcast is precious to me. Mm-hmm. So the laptop thing really did hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, God blessed us to get 2 at the same time, and the microphones. I don't know how. I know how this one came about because this was one I bought. Mm-hmm. This is my condenser mic, and I bought it as soon as I said if I start out with my equipment, I go for it. And I like to say I have to thank Katina because she's the one that gave me Speaker Studios. As look, Dana, all you do is start talking, even if you don't have anybody that's listening to you. Mm-hmm. It's your content.
Absolutely.
And so I thank her for that. And like I said, I wanna continue to make my podcast great.
So one thing I would like to also ask you, do you have what is one thing that you want to work toward in the future?
In the future, like I said, I'm planning on giving my job maybe 7 more years. Mm. And I want this to be bigger.
I like that.
Yeah, I want talk about everything and all about nothing to be. I don't care if I don't ever go syndicate. Yeah. But I would like to have enough views and enough people that come in and people that listen to me that I can make enough money I can live off of. Yeah. Or either I can make enough money where I ain't got to go to the slaughterhouse. I can go to McDonald's and work 2 days, 3 days out of the week. And then I can interview guests and talk to people. because it's a place in Lumberton, the new donut shop. I would love to go talk to them and how they came about become business. I would love to talk to because like Jersey Mike's, they are owned by individuals. How do you get here? What made you do this location? What made you choose Jersey Mike? How did you decide to get on? I'd like to talk my sisters. My queens, I'm getting ready to talk about in just a minute before we leave. But what made you get in this business? What made you go this far? What made you, do what you're doing? And like I said, I love to talk. I mean, I wish I went to school for social media, for media. But like I said, that's at the moment that's a young person's game. I should say that's the old person in me saying that. I thought I would never say that. That was a young person's game. Wow. And then when podcasting came around, it's been around for a while, but I've been talking about starting my own podcast. Mm-hmm. I know at least 2016, 2017, and I don't know why. But what really pushed me was listening to My Favorite Murder, which is my favorite podcast. I go to bed listening to it, and I wake up in the morning in the car. I get dressed to it in the morning. My Favorite Murder is my favorite podcast. Ooh. With Karen Kilgore and JoJo Hartstar. I mean, I am their biggest fan. I don't have enough money to be on y'all fan page. I wish I could. It's not in my budget. I still work at the side of the house, so all these coins go towards bills. But as long as I can get you on Google and Stitcher and Spotify, I'm in there.
One of the perks that you don't really think about whenever you start a podcast that I've started to notice that I enjoy kinda.
What's that?
It's like whenever I get to tell people like my mom has a podcast and they're like, "Ooh, your mom has a podcast," and I'm like, "Yeah." I feel like the son of a famous person. I feel like Blue Ivy. Like,
the crazy part about it is I tell people I have a podcast. I'll be still amazed at the amount of people who don't know what it is.
Ah, yeah.
What's the podcast? What do you mean, what's the podcast? I know you.
I like those moments because whenever someone's like, "Welcome to the podcast," I'm like, "Ooh, let me introduce you.
Let me introduce you. Let me show it to you on Google. This it's like a radio station that you make from your home or from a studio you go to and rent time. I ain't got the rent time money, so I had to build my own little studio in my little room.
I think, and honestly, I think it's better this way because this lasts longer.
Yeah, this will last longer.
And you won't have to pay anybody to use it.
No, I barely pay you.
Right.
But you barely work, so that works out. Juggle this ball. It works out for me. So.
Would you like to talk about art?
Oh yes, I got my queens that I'm going to talk about. These are some of the ladies that got their businesses on LLCs and popping. I'm proud of them, and I'm gonna do my first one. Mine is called The Happy Cleaner, and her name is Crystal Floyd. And you look up Crystal Floyd on Facebook. She has her Facebook page, and like I said, she do a full house cleaning, she do a deep cleaning, she do a laundry service. This chick is doing it all. If you want something clean, she got you. She don't care if you do. If the end of the wedding, she gonna come in and her crew, and they're gonna come in and clean up for you. Her name is Crystal Floyd, and this is called The Happy Cleaners. She get her number is 843-250-5143. Call up, make an appointment, and see if you can get your house, your apartment, I don't know if she do cars, but I will ask her. Get them the deep cleaning going on for you. Who you got, Peanut?
My first advertisement goes out to Joe Bake Boutique. Jewelry designed to be as unique as you wear it.
All right, now.
All right. The Joe Bake Boutique, you can find them on Instagram at Joe Bake Boutique, Facebook at Joe Bake Space Boutique, and at www.joebakeboutique.com.
And my next one is Wreaths and Bows by Mika. She's the one who also do the wreaths for my house, and she does wedding planning. She does headstones. She does castor spreads. I mean, if she can put it together, baby, your arrangement will be so beautiful. Her name is Tamika Snowden. Wreaths by Mika. And her number is 910. Forgive us, sir.
910-374-2235.
And if you got a Father's Day coming up, she also do Father's Day's roof, but you have till the 18th of the month to get your order in.
Yes.
So please get your order in with her. What's your last one, Peanut?
My last one is Sarita Parnell, and it is Paristi Treats. Interesting title. I'm so sorry. Miss Sarita Parnell is the owner and operator. You can find her at Pure Tasty Treats.
Pure Tasty Treats.
Yes, you can find her. You can find her on Facebook under Pure Tasty Treats, and her number is 910-578-6697.
Yes.
Yes. Apologies, Miss Sarita, for jumbling the name.
He did jumble it up, but I done had your cheesecake in a jar, baby. Like, look, let me tell you something. Guess I ain't gonna never lose this weight. So I am getting ready to wrap up. Huh? So I'm getting ready to wrap it up, and it's getting late anyway. So I still got to go to this place they call a job. Oh my God, I gotta go to this job. But that's all right, because I enjoy my night. I enjoy talking to you. Please check me out. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Google Podcasts. I'm on Apple Podcasts. I'm on Instagram, Facebook.
Yes.
Check me out. Like me, love me, share me. That's all I ask you to do for me. So please think about me and my so-so PA. Who I love and who I love to talk about, Antonio. So we're going to say, welcome to my podcast. Talk about everything and all about nothing. And you have a good night.
An amazing night.
Bye.
Bye.